don't know if you can hear that wind blowing like crazy. Sorry, I just came on to start talking and it's whipping through. Okay, what did I... Oh, I think it's funny how we... it's like we lie to ourselves or convince ourselves, but based on outside perceptions. I was just watching somebody who was in one career path and loved it and was doing well with it. But I think she looked down upon it or didn't think it was good enough or not widely accepted. I'm not really sure what, I couldn't tell what the problem was. And so she started to get into other avenues and she shared that with her audience. And you could tell she was proud of herself for getting into other things, but you could also tell they did not delight her and excite her like what she was doing. And I didn't think much about it. And then the next thing you know, she's back to doing what she originally was doing. But you can tell she's a little like sour about it because I think she's disappointed because the other probably didn't work out. And what's funny and ironic is like, because you love what you're doing, stop pouting about it or being disappointed. It's like you're lying to yourself, but you were lying to yourself originally. You weren't good enough to do those other things that the society quantifies as better or smarter or blah, 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 blah. So you went to do them and aren't you glad you were pivoted back to what you love? Because it's like she probably self-sabotaged, but is not admitting that. In that her higher self was like, you don't want this. You're doing this because society tells you that this is more honorable or this is smarter or this is blah, blah, blah. But you're going to hate it. What you're going to like is that you're going to be proud of yourself, that others are proud of you, that others see you a certain way. But are you going to be happy day in and day out? No. So we're sending you back to where you love it. But because you're lying to yourself and saying it's not good enough and it's not seen by others as good enough, now you're making the thing that you love almost miserable or disappointing, but you're also secretly loving that that's what you have to do, but you're giving the excuse of, oh, I have to do this because I'm really good at this, but I really wanted to do this other thing because this other thing would have made other people look at me a certain way, and because I'm not, I'm doing this. Do you hear how it's like we twist ourselves in our own web? Like I'm watching her with such fascination. She's not saying any of this, by the way. But I can read through people and how they're behaving and sighing and acting and explaining and actions and whatnot. And it's fascinating. It's like we are so stupid. It's like just own yourself. Own your power. Do what you love. But it is challenging for us because we can do what we love. It's like they're showing like a little kid jumping up and down, looking like a complete fool and having a blast, just laughing, having a great time. But everybody who encounters this little kid makes fun of this little kid, points at this little kid, tells this little kid they're stupid, stop it, you're going to get hurt. All this stuff that eventually it does weigh down the little kid. Eventually the kid's like, what? I look stupid. I shouldn't do this. I'm going to get hurt. It's like we start to absorb it after a while. Even the best, like that pure little innocent child is a pure little innocent child of the best of heart. But it starts to weigh on that child when it hears it day in and day out. You can only tune it out for so long, right? And so it can become, that's what this world is. It then becomes a challenge of your life. The challenge of your life. Do you love you more than you love all those around you? So do you love your life or not? Do you love you or not? But that's the problem. By the time you figure that out, you have to unravel all the bullshit that's been strung around you and realize the millions of things you've been doing because others steered you that way or told you you should. And if you didn't, you were dumb or stupid or going to get hurt or blah, blah, blah. So you have to then stop doing all those things that you don't really want to be doing, but you've been convincing yourself, lying to yourself that you did want to do them, that they brought you some form of pleasure somehow, some way. And you have excused even that. Even when you found excuses of, no, it's not. Well, yes, it is. It's actually serving me this way. We have found ways to convince ourselves, lie to ourselves. So then you have to unravel all that to get back to you, to remember how great it felt to just run around like a fool, jumping up and down, right? I was flipping through pictures the other day. It's like I was running around the backyard at 5, fully naked and this and that and just blah, 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 right? Like, oh, God. It's like when you're completely free and you just, but it can be challenging. It's like you only have so much time, like, but so much time before you run into enough naysayers. Because even the first naysayer, you might be strong enough to be like, whatever. Then the next naysayer, the third naysayer, the fourth. But eventually you're like, well, fuck, I'm the common denominator. I guess I shouldn't be having fun. I guess I shouldn't be happy. I guess something wrong is going to happen. I guess I look like a fool. Is this important to me that I look like a fool? Does that matter? Who cares? Should I care? Oh, I'm supposed to care? Oh, why? What? Right? It's like you start to like tune in to others. And it's like, why am I tuning into others again? Fuck, that really hurts my head when I tune into others. Others are a fucking disaster, right? Like, what are they telling? Why? It hurts. No, thank you. You keep your tune. I'll keep my tune. How about that? Our tunes are different. You go over there. Go, no, further. No, further. No, further. How about this? I can still see you. When you can no longer see me, you can stop. How about that? Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.